Greetings and welcome to The Long Dark. Today I'm going to be doing let's say, tutorial slash education for myself. How exactly to survive in the newest version, which is what I do. Go ahead, stop it, of course. And for any new players, Mr. Light, definitely place to start. Game. That should be easy to remember. And with no further ado, let's see how long I can survive. So when you start a new game of The Long Dark, you are dropped right into it. Arrive at a randomized location, a randomized inventory. Currently I have some clothes, which is good. No food, not much in the way of tools, no wood for fires, and limited medical supplies. But frankly, it could be worse. For one thing, it's not that cold outside. Alright, with 6 hours of daylight left, the most important thing... that wall! That does happen. Ow. Well, it's not the most auspicious start right this second. But on the other hand, I did not get bitten. Just bruised. Damn wolf. He didn't learn his lesson. So we will run away, because the next lesson may end up with me dead. And there's another wolf over there. Let's find some shelter. ASAP. Wolves are your, let's say, primary nemesis. Although, honestly, cold is much more likely to kill you at any given point. So during that little scuffle, I took some injuries, nothing too terrible. Sprained wrist and another sprained wrist, which is going to make it difficult to fight off any more wolves. But sprains are not that bad, because you can just sleep it off, and that's undoubtedly what I'm going to do. Looting, of course, is what The Long Dark is all about. So let's see what this shelter has to offer. Ooh, food. That's a plus, since I had none before. A lantern. And not much else that I can see. Unfortunately, it is quite dark. So let's bust out that lantern. Almost fully fueled. Excellent. More food. Golden. Couple of cans. Don't actually have a can opener at the moment, or a knife or axe with which to cut it open. That means that you have to smash those cans of food in order to get at the delicious calories inside, which, not the best. You tend to lose a lot of your tomato soup. Sprint. Fishing line. Alright, so all in all, this particular piece of shelter has been middling. A little bit of food, which is a major plus, considering I had none, but no useful tools. What I would definitely like to find here or nearby would be an axe or a knife to fight off the inevitable future wolf attacks. That would be a good thing. But barring that, I would take more matches. Decent things. And better clothing, yeah, because the initial clothing you start out with can be acceptable, but it's never good. How picturesque. Alright, so currently I still have those sprained appendages. And I think I have to sleep for, as I said at the beginning, this is the first time that I have tried the current version of the game. I believe it is 4 hours that you have to sleep to get rid of a sprained hand, or 2 sprained hands. Yep. Not all that tired. Let's see. And no painkillers. Let's go with mittens over ski gloves, which are significantly inferior. And unfortunately, it looks like the wolf may have torn up my clothing a little bit. That does happen. Yeah, as you can see, based on my current clothing inside this building, it feels like it's currently 0 degrees, which is, well, the warmth indicator there is going up, so I guess it's 0 point something, which is good. You do not want it to be going down when you're inside, or you are in serious trouble. But, on the downside, I'm not going to be able to sleep in here forever. Especially since there wasn't enough in the way of supplies here. And let's see. However, going outside with 2 sprained arms would be dangerous. And unfortunately, by the time I go to sleep and manage to rid myself of those injuries, it's probably going to be dark. Nope. I take it back. I guess a sprain only takes 2 hours in order to heal. So, 3 hours of daylight left. That is not a lot of time. But now that I'm capable of fending off wolves, let's see what we can find. Chatter? How's it going? It is a little unpleasant outside, but not that bad. -16 is not something you want to be spending a lot of time in. But I can pop out just long enough to see if there is anything useful in the vicinity. No cattails immediately. Nope, nothing going on. But there are ice fishing huts in the middle of Mystery Lake that often hold useful, sometimes even vital items. Let's see what we got in here. Not very much. On the outside, at least.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Fancy. And another toque. Unfortunately, you cannot double layer. The legend. Have I been to Pleasant Valley? Yes, I have been to Pleasant Valley, generally speaking. Not in the most recent update. This is actually, I guess, the first time that I have loaded up the game since they introduced the challenge mode and so forth. So, I don't imagine it's completely changed. The map is still the same, I'm sure. But the mechanics have definitely changed. I don't imagine that Pleasant Valley has gotten any more pleasant. Alright, so not very much good going on there. And I'm starting to get a little chilly. Yeah, but no cattails. None whatsoever. That is unfortunate. Because I am a little low on food. Ooh, there we are. Cattails. Not the most filling of food, but they will keep you from starving, which is a plus. Alright. And only 2 hours of daylight left, and I'm starting to get a wee bit chilly. And I'm gonna head back to the old camp office to sleep it off. Yeah. Cold. Not very tired. At the moment, that's pretty much all I got going for me. The no tools is probably the worst. The current affliction I'm suffering from. Let's see what we can do to improve my situation. For one thing, I can put on that toque. New toque, Canadian style. Canadian style, of course, meaning it's got a little pom at the top. Yeah, 2 hours left. And I do not have any water, which is unfortunate. And a pretty limited supply of matches. And no wood at all, which means I can't actually light a fire. But since I'm inside, it is relatively easy to break apart the furniture for wood. Let's see from chat. If you go, there is a hut on the mountain, which is a premium coat, which gives you a 3% bonus on wind chill and warmth. Yes. Sorry, I have been to hut on the mountain. Pleasant Valley. Oh, I think you're actually talking about Timberwolf Mountain, rather than Pleasant Valley. It has a mountain with a hut on it. Yeah. So, no accelerant, right. No wood, but it is relatively easy to break apart these crummy that would go. Yeah. On the edge, and I'm guessing... Oh, hello. Magnifying lens. Which is, of course, completely useless to me at the moment. Pleasant Valley, eh? Okay, I don't think that I've been to that particular hut in Pleasant Valley then. But there are premium coats scattered throughout all of the